What's up, everybody? Today I'm going over arpeggios in the key of A minor. A minor, aka C major, has no sharps and flats. Since we play rock and metal in this channel, we're going to start from the minor side of the key, which is the A side. Where A is the one of the key, not C. So, the arpeggios will be starting from the lowest end of the guitar. We're going to be starting with the D. If you know that it's minor already, then you're ahead of the game. Now, this D minor chord is DFA, so I'm going to play the notes in order. Root, third, fifth, root, third, fifth. Twice. Root, third, fifth, DFA. DFA again. See that? DFA. DFA again. Now we move on to a whole step over. We get to the E, it's minor, so we'll be using that same shape. E, G, B, E, G, B. E, G, B. And then E, G, B again. E, G, B. Moving over from this E, we go a half step to the F note. F in the key of A minor, C major is a major chord. I just said it. So we're going to use the major shape. Ring finger, our pinky starts the F. Ring finger on the A. First finger on the C. Then repeats F, A, C again. Whole step over from this F is your G. Now we're going to play the notes G, B, D. Starting with the pinky on the G. Ring finger goes to the B on 9. We have the D on 7 of the third string. Then we have the repeats again, G, then B again, and then D. Moving over a whole step from this G is the A, the king. The key of this key is A minor, so here is the king arpeggio. This is the guy it's all about right here. You can resolve to this A every time. A, C, E, and then the E. We got our A, there's C, E, C, A, E, C, and the A, with a little G sharp for harmonic minor edge. You could just slide the finger over. I'm not a fan of that because there's really no control when you do that, and that's really easy to mess up when you do that. We move over a whole step to the B. This is the darkest arpeggio of all of them. This is B diminished, B, D, F. Whole steps twice there. B, D, F. Another B, a D, F, B, or D rather, to the B, to that wacky F, that crazy D, and that abominable B. Now, we get back to the C. Notice when you get to the diminished chord in any key, the pull from the diminished 7, the 7th chord, meaning the 7th chord pull, from 7 to the 1 chord is strong. So diminished being 7 in the key of C pulls very strong to the 1 of C. Pulls very strong there. So this is your C major. 15th fret A is the C. Then we get the 14th fret, we get the E. 12th fret is the G. And we repeat. C, E, G, E, C, G, now we move over your whole step from the C to the D. It's minor again. We're back where we started. Now, when you're up in this higher register, there's some, I mean, on all of them you can do it. But I'm going to show it to you up here because it's a little easier because the frets are closer together. So if you're just starting out, these moves that I'm going to show you right now will be a little easier, I would imagine, in the smaller frets. So I'll show them to you up here, and then as you adapt them here, you can slowly start to practice them down here, because here you'll be opening your hand up more, so you may not be so good at that. It's easier to do with a closed hand. So I'll show you some different ways to play those same arpeggios. But let's move on. When we finish, I'll show you some new ways to play them. So now that we moved on from the D minor, we go a whole step from D to E. It's the same thing again. E, G, B. See that? Then we move over from the E minor to the F major, a whole step. Now we're getting tight in here. So if you got skinnier fingers, it's easier for you. If they're pudgy like mine, you need a little more work. This is that F, F, A, C, F, A, C, F. You get that A again. And there's your C, A. Finally, we're going to get to the G. It's a little squeezer in there. And there's the G. Now, some other ways you can do this. Those are the top to bottom versions. There's ways to make them sound a little quicker or pull them off a little quicker if you shave off a couple of notes. Now, some of the notes that I like to personally shave off, I start by shaving off these guys. I'd get rid of those first couple of guys. And I'll start let's say it's an E minor. I might start on this right here, B. I start the E minor sweep on the B. Ended up there on that E. Started right here on this B. That's one place I might start it to get a ripping sound effect. Get it right up there. And then I might pull one of them little guys off. One of them jobs. Another thing I might do is start the arpeggio right here on the G. Then just rip the rake. Another way you can do it. So those are some other ways to do those. Another way to do it, if you were picking them and you're starting on the low end, you might want to reverse some of the letters at the high end here. Instead of this, instead of going from this root to the third, I go root to fifth, then the third. So it'd be like this. Instead of. Now when I apply that concept to the notes of more than one chord and apply them to say 2 or 3 of them, the standard sound would be this. But if I reverse the bottom notes from root to fifth instead of root to third, I get this sound. So if I started on the A minor and did 6, 5, 4, I would get. Now I add a little melody. How quickly you can add some darkness to that pretty little melody. So just flipping the notes around over the arpeggios makes them much more interesting. In this key of A minor, there is a boatload of beautiful melody if you choose to look for it by reversing some of the notes of the arpeggios and keeping to some of those melodic chords, the minor ones maybe, but reversing some notes, playing high strings, low strings, string skipping. If you want to skip an arpeggio, there's a bonus for you, a little E minor sweep. Now there's a little minor arpeggio in there. If you saw it, practice it. See you in the next video.